hello everyone to this example of for loops. We're just going to be looking at a few basic examples so you understand the concept of for loops and how for loops actually work. Okay, so number one, example one. So I've defined a list here called fruits. Apple, banana, cherry, so I've got 3 items inside a list and I'm running a for loop here. So what a for loop does is it goes around, okay, and displays each item in that list. Okay, so I'm saying for x in fruits. So x is my temporary variable, which is going to be used to list, okay, the different items which are inside this list. So I'll say for x in fruit. So first time when I go around, I'll display apple. Second time I'll go around, I'll display banana. Third time around, I'll display cherry. Okay, and that's what it'll do. So it'll go around the loops, yeah, until all the items inside the list, have been listed. Okay, so that's example number one. Example number two is same again, so same concept. So fruits, for x in fruits, print x. I've just added an if statement within here, so you can add if statements within your for loop. So to say if x, okay, equals banana, so inside that list when I hit banana, if that condition is equal to banana, then I want to come out of the loop. Okay, so that's what's happening in example 2. Example 3, okay, so for example 3 is slightly different. So instead of having a list, what you have is you use something called a range. Okay, for x in range, so basically what I'm saying is whatever number I put in brackets after the range, okay, that's how many times it will loop. Do you understand? So in this particular case, oh yeah, and another thing in Python is it starts off, it defaults to 0, and then that'll loop 6 times. So it'll print off as it goes around the loop 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Example 4 is similar to the range one, but this time what you can do inside Python is you can have a starting point as well. So I'm saying I want to start at number 2 and then I want to end at 30. Okay, that's my range. Okay, but that third digit here, that means that I want to increment by 3 each time I go around the loop. Do you understand? So it'll be 2, 5, so it'll start with 2 and then 5, 8, 11, etc. Okay, so that's how it'll work in that example. And example number 5 is a nested for loop. Okay, so what we have here, we've got 2 lists. So the adjective which is describing the fruit. Okay, the first list is defined, the second list is defined. And what I've got here is for x in adjective. So this is the outer loop and this is the inner loop. So what I'm saying, the inner loop, yeah, that will be executed each time there is an iteration of the outer loop. Okay, so it'll print x and it'll print y. Okay, in the fruits example. Okay, so for example, in the first iteration it'll go around and say red apple. Yeah, red. Do you understand? So I'm going to run this, okay, to show you an example of these working. Okay, and then so that you can clearly see what's going on. These are the different examples. Okay, so the first one was just a listing of the different items. So apple, banana, cherry, apple, banana. Okay, and then I've got from 0 through to 6. So remember, when you define a list, it starts off as 0, but it doesn't include the number 6 at the end. Okay, so always remember that. Okay, and then the next one, remember, is going up in 3s. So 2, 3, 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20. That one. Okay, and then look at the next one. Look how clever this is. So what it does, it uses the outer loop, remember. So it'll go through all the outer. It'll use the first item in the outer loop every single time for that item. So red apple, red banana, red cherry. Okay, I've never seen red bananas, but there you go. Big apples, big bananas, big cherries. Tasty apple, tasty banana, tasty cherry. So it's using the adjective list, remember. And it's doing this, so it's doing red apple, red banana, red cherry. So it's going through all the ones within the inner loop, in a list, and then it'll go through the next one, etc. Okay, so that's how it works. So it's pretty clever in the way for loops work. Thanks for watching.